idea is to push this.
A plan to forcibly relocate 36,000 Bedouins in southern Israel is underway. Minister of Agriculture Uri Ariel announced that some 64,000 acres of land will be returned to the state. The reason for the move? Extending a highway and expanding a military base. There are between 45 and 60 unrecognized Bedouin villages across Israel, and it's estimated that roughly 100,000 Bedouin live in such places, many without regular access to water or electricity. The Bedouin are tribal nomadic Arabs, mainly subsisting on farming. More than 250,000 reside across Israel, with a majority concentrated in the Negev region. The project is expected to take 4 years, but leading members of the Bedouin community are not going down without a fight.
Uri Ariel's plan is racist and is intended to uproot the Bedouin from their villages. This project won't come to fruition because people are not simply goods that you can move from one place to another. They were born here, their culture and heritage is here, and so we should recognize that this is their home.
In a statement to the media line, Minister Ariel denied accusations of racism and said the lack of governance in the Negev has caused damage to both the State of Israel and Bedouin society. Wadi Nam is home to nearly 15,000 people and is Israel's largest unrecognized town. Everything here was built without authorization. These Bedouin live in makeshift shacks just a few feet away from a toxic waste dump. Residents argue that land ownership claims have repeatedly been rejected by Israeli authorities.
It's a very young population. Half the population is under 18, which means there will be double the size of this community, whatever number of kids they have, within 20 years. Israel's idea is to make sure that the people of this village cannot grow outwards. They will have to grow up.
And though the Israel Electric Corporation has built a large plant right in the heart of Wadi Nam, residents are not connected to the grid. Instead, they mainly rely on solar power for their daily needs.
Everything is difficult in the unrecognized villages. There's no electricity, no infrastructure, and no roads. In the winters, the children don't make it to school because they cannot, so there are no lessons.
Even some Bedouin towns that are recognized by the state, like Batin, lack access to power.
People here are very worried about this plan because it troubles their lives. I think all the Bedouin need to stand up and oppose this project and protest it on the streets.
Not everyone is opposed to Minister Ariel's plans. Regavim, a right-leaning Israeli NGO focusing on land rights, calls it a step in the right direction.
We don't think that the country can develop, or particularly the Negev region, but the country as a whole can develop if people just put up villages, towns, homes, individual farms wherever they want, and then expect the state to connect them to water, infrastructure. These people are citizens of the State of Israel, and they should get all the services that a modern state has to offer, and you can't do that if they're not organized into planned communities.
In the past, Israel made several offers to resettle the Bedouin in more modern settings, none of which the community accepted.
A lot more work has to be done, and has to be done quickly, because the Negev is stagnating, and that's affecting all of the State of Israel's progress.
But with tens of thousands digging in their heels and refusing to leave their homes, it will be a bumpy road towards resolving the issue. From the village of Batin, Maya Margit reporting for the Media Line.